So the video accidentally went out while I was working on getting the hammer in. So I already got the hammer in place where it needs to be, and all that took was a little working with the beaver tail and working with the hammer, and I got the safety mechanism in place. So the next step is to line up the beaver tail and the mainspring housing. And put my pin right back in place. No, it shouldn't take much. You just tap it right on in there. And you see that my beaver tail or my safety mechanism is spring loaded. It's doing its job. I pull the trigger so far. So far nothing works. Okay, so a moment ago you seen that I was having troubles getting my hammer on. Well, of course, I had to take it all apart really quick because I realized that my hammer strut had fallen out of alignment. So before I shove these two pieces together, I want to make sure that that's in line. And we know it's in line because I have to apply force on this before I can put that pin in. And now you see the hammer works. So again, like I told you before, Grandpa told me, if it don't work, let's figure out why it don't work. You know, like the fact that my beaver tail is out. Okay, beaver tail's in, hammer's working, safety works. So far, so good. All right, so no extra parts. It's always a good thing, no extra parts. So we're gonna put the grip back on. A nice fancy grip here. Well, so much for laser batteries. So whenever I screw screws in, I like to back them up till I can feel them pop into the threads. It kind of alleviates the possibility of cross threading. You'll kind of feel it pop a little bit. Feel free to do it a couple times, you know, to make sure that you're feeling this hit the right thing. Not a lot of need to go too tight on these grips. We just don't want them coming off. Batteries look good. Okay. Now we're going to put the barrel back together. Notice the link is still down. So I'm let the barrel go in there. We'll put our bushing back on. Rotate in the opposite direction. I want to flip it so our link is hanging down like that. And while it's on safe, it allows me to slide it on back. And I'm going to slide it till you can't see it, but I want to slide it until the link shows up in this hole right here. So when I put in slide lock, I know that it's holding my link. And then I can ease my slide back to the disassembly notch. I can put my slide lock back all the way in. I can let my bolt go forward, put it on safe, because it helps me when I want to put in my barrel spring, which we did out of order. So let's go back to the first step, the last step. We're going to remove the slide lock. We're going to open her all back up. And I think it would be a great idea if we put the recoil spring in. Otherwise, we're not going to get any recoil out of this. Go ahead and run her on back forward so she looks like she fits in there good. Same step. I'm going to slide it so I can see my link come up enough that I can take my slide lock, put it in there, and again, you see it? It's got my barrel linked in. So I'm going to slide it back far enough for the disassembly notch to line up with the slide lock. And I should be able to just push it right on in there. And now I'm going to put it back into safety, holds it in place. Now I can take my recoil spring plug. I can push it down while constantly holding pressure so it doesn't go shooting out. I can rotate my bushing till she locks in place. You hear that? And take it off of safe so I know my weapon's clear. I can charge it. Fires. Charge it again. Put the safety on. Safety works. Take safety off. It still won't fire because I'm not pushing on my secondary safety. So if I push on my secondary safety and if I pull the trigger, it fires. If I charge it, push on my secondary safety and I push on my safety, it should still not fire. And if I let go, it should still not fire. Take it off safety, let my hammer go forward. And that is the detail strip the basic strip for field stripping and clearing of a weapon, and the action. Thank you.